Hello.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome in to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Galen, absolute pleasure, sir.
Pleasure as always.
We are here live from Nashville for Cat Florence Total Access Live. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to give you guys a few moments to tune in here with us and to gather the crowd, Galen.
Yes.
As we start. How's your day been, my friend?
Good. I was telling you earlier, I woke up way too early, so I'm fighting through the tiredness, but I'm here. I'm excited. You're excited, I know.
Very.
And we're looking forward to another great hour of gems and jokes and whatever else we can come up with.
All the things, guys. These, like I said, these shows are live and are interactive, so it's always good to have fun. I spent about an hour today looking through. I was telling you earlier, I was looking through the news, and I was thinking, well, you know, because we've had some fun conversations, the peanut butter sandwiches,
yes,
the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, we've had some good fun here. It's been great, but I was looking through today. And I was looking at things that I could talk to you guys at home and interact with, and it was pretty miserable out there today, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, the American news cycle is, you know, it's just one of those things that doesn't always show.
It didn't make for good conversation, I'll be honest.
Exactly.
I'm trying a nice way to say it. It didn't really make for good conversation, but if you guys have something fun or a nice story to talk to us about today, maybe you can contact us.
By all means, please, because we are out of material from the news.
Out of material. Unless you want to talk about something that we don't want to talk. It's either politics or bad things, and I'm not interested.
What can't we talk about,
Well,
Ronnie?
we can't
Maybe
talk.
we should. How do we draw the line?
I don't think it's a good idea to talk about politics. I don't think that's always a good one. I know
No, that's
nothing
rule
about
number
American
one, right?
politics, so I'm not even going to go there. The
There
people
you
at home
go.
be like,
There you go.
go back. No, we're not going to go there. Contact at catflorence.com. Okay? Or text us. Let us know if there's anything you want to talk about or anything.
Please let us know.
There was one thing that I saw today that I thought was hilarious.
What's
That
this?
I have to bring up, Galen. It was the lady that she checked in her bag, went about her holidays, was having a really, really good time, got to the flight, went smoothly, got there, went to pick up her bag, wasn't there. It's happened to us all. We've all lost our luggage. Me and you have traveled the world, right?
Of course.
We've all lost our luggage. This lady got hers back 4 years later.
4 years later.
4 years later. I think it had turned up in Aruba or something, or she literally, they compensated her. Everything was good. They gave her money for what she had that was there. 4 years later, it turned up in Houston.
I mean, by that point, your tastes have changed. You know, fashion has moved on. The suitcase, the contents. What do you know?
That's it. I mean, 4 years later, and I thought that was hilarious. She was ecstatic, got the money and her old clothes back. It's like a new wardrobe.
Yeah, it's like winning the fashion lottery or something.
Guys, look, we're going to start the show here today for you. And welcome in if you're just tuning in. We have something crazy for you today.
Yeah, really cool lineup and a kind of a cool architecture, if you will, behind what we're doing today. So go ahead, Ronnie, explain it.
Today's show's big. You're going to like it, guys. Everything in this show here today, everything, okay, is one single price.
Unbelievable.
We've got about 20 items to show you here today.
20 odd items.
And they're all one price. That's it. Okay, done. One price. So all you have to do.
So you're going to tell them, right?
I'm not going to tell. I can't tell them.
Not
I can't
gonna
tell.
tell
And
them.
I'll
Not
explain
gonna
why
tell
I can't tell
I'm
you.
putting them on the spot.
If you want to know the one price, okay, if you want to know the one price, you can either email in contact@catflorence.com or you can text us at +1 855 924 3255. And I am going to remember that number at some point.
One
if
of
you
these
see me
days.
looking at the screen, that's what it is. Me trying to remember the number. All right. So if you want to know the one price for today's show, that's what you've got to do. We managed to wake Mike. I tried, look, technology. I don't know if you've noticed. Technology is not my strong point. It's not my strong point yet. All right. We're working on this. But we managed to drag Michael out of bed. And now if there was a video I could bring in with celebrations and big things like that, you know, fireworks. Michael's out of bed. All right, we managed to wake him up.
He's awake. We don't know for sure he's out of bed. But
he's on the other side of the world.
That's
so
right.
He deserves to be in bed. It's early. But we've got him in for you today. We've also got Janie in Europe. We've got Michael in here to take care of you. So if you want to know that one price today, all you have to do is ask Michael or Janie. You contact at catflorence.com or text and we'll tell you. Guys, what's special, Galen, about this? And I'm going to get to all the pieces later, but I need to explain. What you're about to see here today is madness. You have to understand, it's madness. There's not a single piece in this collection that should be less than 5 figures. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And how are we able to do this one price? We've gotten permission today to do this one price, I think. I kind of got permission on a couple of pieces, and then we just rolled with it.
We started putting more in and more in, and
more and more
here we
and
are,
more.
20 pieces, one price.
And that's it. Guys.
And you kind of gave it away a little bit. Should be. Should be.
Don't tell them, Galen. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. I made that mistake, and I was in my mind, I was thinking, shouldn't have said it.
I'm definitely one to spill the beans.
Shouldn't have said it. Look, this is a big deal. You have to understand. I'm going to tell you why it's a big deal and explain why it's a big deal. You know, Don's a big rough guy. Is it
pun intended?
Is he a big rough guy?
A big rough guy?
He's a big rough guy. He's a big rough guy. Big rough guy.
Oh yeah.
Big rough guy. Anyway, getting away from that. Don's a big rough guy. You know, Don buys a lot of rough all over the world. I can't get that out of my mind now. Don's a rough guy. All right. He buys rough all over the world. All right. And you have to understand, he buys big volume. You're talking hundreds of kilos, tons and tons and tons of rough. All right. And over the years of collecting this rough material, Don cherry picks out the gems. All right. Don's a gem lover. He's an enthusiast. He's a collector. Okay. And he picks them out one by one. You were talking over decades sometimes. And he'll look at it and go, and it's his. He's testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Are we back?
Where did we lose
All
you
right,
guys?
we're back. We're back. Somewhere along the way, we lost it. I heard clickety, clickety, click. Let us know outside if you can hear it. Can you hear me? Yes. I think they've got me now. All right. Sorry about that. Where did you lose me? That's what I need to find out.
Don's picking through rough.
Don's picking through rough.
He's not price allocating.
He is not price allocating whatsoever.
No.
All right. And he's just cherry picking the one gem for himself and these are the gems that we have here today to show you, Galen.
Correct.
All right. These are the pieces that we're going to show you today. And if you just tuned in or you lost me there during that, I'm so sorry. We're live right now. That happens from time to time. We are live. All right. So we've got a whole show of those gems.
Correct.
Okay, where Don has cherry picked over decades and given them to Kat, and she's made some of the finest jewelry in the world, Galen. And that's what we're going to see here today at prices that can never be replaced.
Heavily subsidized costs for Don, which obviously equate to heavily subsidized prices for you guys. So very much looking forward to it.
No, heavily, I mean, subsidized because he picked it himself. Because
yes,
Don doesn't say, all right, this is the best one, I'm going to up the price. Don's like, I know what I paid for the rough. I'm keeping it. And I'm keeping it.
And that's the cost.
And that's the cost. And that's why ladies and gentlemen, the Don's Club is the best place in the world to buy jewelry. Cat Florence, anywhere in the world, because the price is based off of Don's cost. Okay? Now, I'll go through this throughout, so stay with us. If you missed any part of that due to that technical difficulty, I apologize. We're live. Nothing we can do, baby. We're here. We're here in Nashville. See that? You can see in the background, we've got Kid Rocks. We're live. That's not Kid Rocks.
How much of this can you see?
Not Kid Rocks, but we are live. So I'll go and tell the story again throughout the show, but we are going to start the show, and we're going to start off the show with a wonderful piece, and we're going to leave our gem hunter, Don Cogan's voice in this piece as well. Don't forget to ask for the one price of today's show, okay? Take a look at this piece, our gem hunter's voice, Don, coming up, and get ready for a wild one. Ask for the price.
Now here is a very rare sapphire. If you like the show Yellowstone, baby, welcome to the United States of America. Now, I buy Yogo Gulch sapphire coming out of Montana predominantly to sell, to be cut into, little small sizes. They don't really get above a half a carat cut. Occasionally, you get a 1 carat stone, which is already extremely, extremely collectible. I use a lot of the small stones I sell to the watch manufacturers because they can precision diamond cut. They don't need to be heated, this particular material out of Montana, and they have good dispersion of fire. The colors can go from violet to blue. They're not very predominant colors, but every once in a while I'll see a teal colored stone, which is that bluish neon green effect, but it's usually only in a 10-pointer, 15-pointer. But my goodness, when I saw this in the rough, I took it for myself. This is a 3-carat, perfectly clean, fully certified, unheated, basaltic mine Montana sapphire. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got a 3-carat stone here. That is unheard of coming out of Montana. The stone is unbelievable. It is fully certified, unheated. The color is on. I can't even explain it. It's so beautiful. You got that blue and green within the crystal structure. It is specific to this locale. Look, basaltic mines come predominantly out of Australia, but they're too dark in Australia. They tend to be very royal blue or darkish colors. We get them out of China as well, but too dark as well. We also get them out of Thailand, but the Thailand material tends to go more on the greenish side, and we get them out of different locations. The place that produces the best basaltic, I would say, is predominantly Nigeria. When you go into the highlands in Nigeria, the Mobila Highlands in Nigeria, I have bought a lot of rough from there. It resembles the material that comes out of Cambodia, the Pylene, the old Pylene material that's right across the border from Thailand. Very open color, but basaltic material, different than what you see out of Ceylon or out of Burma, etc. But this is a Montana sapphire, 100% through and through. I've selected out of the rough personally. This is, if you like that show Yellowstone, baby, this is the Yellowstone variety of sapphire. Yellowstone, you go, Yellowstone. I can tell you, Yellow Farm, Yellowstone. This is the show Yellowstone. Love that show. Kevin Costner, my man, right? He doesn't do sapphire, he does cattle. But anyway, same state. Either way, beautiful quality stone, extremely collectible for the person who wants what I just never get. You can give me as much money as you want and say, go get me a 3-carat, Montana sapphire, and I don't even know where to start. I buy hundreds of kilos of rough from Montana, and I'll find a stone every year, if I'm lucky, that surpasses 1.5, 2 carat size. So very uncommon. They don't produce large sizes, but when they do, and they've got this teal color, it is special. Now,
wow, wonderful piece there.
Really, really cool piece. Love that it's from America. Yeah. Obviously, we don't see a lot of those.
Definitely not. Michael just texted me and said he's being bombarded. He said, it's this early in the morning, you won't be about being bombarded. People asking for the one price.
Why wouldn't they? It's unbelievable.
And I can see them coming in. Don't forget, I can see your text and your emails as well.
And thank you guys.
No, thank you. And keep coming in, because the more we can bombard Michael, the better. It's very fun. He loves it. And he loves you guys at home. So
absolutely,
keep it coming. We're going to move on to the next piece. We've got a lot of pieces to show you. Like I said, guys, one price on every single piece that will blow your mind. And you just need to reserve these pieces because they can't be replaced. It's impossible.
Absolutely.
Let's go into the next piece. The next piece, we have a beautiful unheated Pariba. Look at that, Galen. Unheated Pariba. You've got a 5.53 carat with a carat of flawless diamonds in that piece. Certified unheated. Look at the crystallization and the color of that gem.
Crystal clear. Beautiful color. Loud.
Yeah. I mean, look. These pieces, we're fortunate to be able to get these pieces, Galen, and have them here at the Atelier because, you know, we always show all the pieces here in the Don's Club in the Atelier first. When these go to Cat Florence's retailers around the world, I mean, the pieces like this is selling at well over $30,000.
Yeah.
Well over, just for this piece. I'll get the exact price for you in a little bit here. You can check it on the website as well. I mean, you can go and take a look at catflorence.com. You'll see the price.
Yeah.
You call in and find out what the one price is on this piece, and you'll be in shock. You'll just scream sold. There's no such thing. I'm trying my hardest, Galen, not to say the price. You know how difficult that is for me?
Why do you think I'm not talking? Because I know I'll spill the beans.
Yeah. No, it's...
it will slip out. I'm sure of it.
What's going to slip? Beans or...
Look, you talk enough about what I eat, okay? The people are
no
sick
more,
of it.
Galen,
They're
no
over
more.
it. I brought a salad today because you can't make fun of a salad.
I don't want to know what's going to slip out, my friend. You keep that to yourself. Can we over here a little bit? Guys, call in for the off-air price. Call in and find out the one price on this ring. You'll be shocked. You can contact the Cap Florence or you can text us. Galen, that's stunning. Look at how it looks on the hand. I love it.
Yeah,
beautiful
massive
piece. All right, moving on to the next piece. We've got a lot to show you here today, so we're gonna go through them. You know what to do. You know how to ask and how to find out the prices. It's been a crazy Atelier show.
It has
this week so far.
Yeah, we've had what is this 3?
This is the third live show.
Number 3, yeah.
Yeah, this is the third live show this week. So many kind messages, so many kind people calling in, and some of you were sticking up for Galen. Somebody came in and said, "I don't know what Ronnie's talking about. That must be the English in him. There's nothing wrong with the Elvis Presley sandwich."
Someone told me to grill it, actually.
To grill it?
And put mayonnaise on it.
Whoa.
Yeah, no offense. I'm sure, you know, some people may very well like it.
Offense meant mayonnaise, banana, and peanut butter.
All right. You know, when you say it like that, I don't advocate necessarily, but they did tell me to grill it, and that might be worth trying, so.
There's nothing nicer than banana and mayonnaise and peanut butter than making it warm. And let's just make it warm. Anyway, let's move on to the next piece. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Come back to me for a second. I'm sorry, Ole. Let's come back here 1 second. This is what I'm talking about. When you're seeing pieces like unheated Pariba, and you're seeing pieces like unheated Ceylon sapphires,
yeah,
and you're seeing pieces that we're going to see in this show, Bankachar sapphires, rubellites, zoltanites, some of the rarest gemstones in the world. If I told you the price, we wouldn't. This is a live show. I think things might go down. Internet connections out, everything's out.
Electric
this is it.
bill not paid.
Forget about it. Back to the stone. Back to the stone. Look at what we have here, guys. That octagon cut.
Unbelievable.
That octagon cut, unheated Ceylon Royal Blue Sapphire, 2 carat, over 2 carats, beautiful color. I've never seen something like this come through the Atelier.
It's an Asher cut, right?
It's gorgeous. That octagon is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And look at the diamonds running down the side as well. You've got
Can't beat it.
1 carat, 30 in the flawless diamonds, and it is just beautiful. This piece, take it. I'll take this at that price. Can we mark sold for me?
Oh.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. That's not for the customers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even hesitate.
Unbelievable saturation there.
We also, did you see that thing there about, I'm staring at this. I'm staring at this ring. Unbelievable. Honestly, did you see going back to our good friend, Dr. Joe, this is a running theme. You'll notice me. Like, you know, throughout the shows, we started off, Dr. Joe, he called in and said, make sure you give me a shout out. My dogs are playing tomorrow. And they went on and absolutely
Still talking about the Bulldogs, huh?
Just absolutely obliterated the other team there. That was embarrassing, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing about? Did you see their coach this morning? I think
Only because you showed me. Yeah.
It was awesome. I'm not going to go into it too much, but if you just Google the coach's name, what was his name?
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart. Google his name and have a look at his inspirational team talk.
Oh boy.
Did you see that inspirational team talk? I loved it.
I only heard it from your computer.
It was great. It was great. If you're at home and thinking, what the hell is he talking about?
I put it in my AirPods before the show.
Have a look. It's wonderful. Nothing like a bit of passion, Galen. I mean, we see that for gemstones all day long. Football shouldn't be any different.
No.
We're maybe not so passionate. I mean, we're passionate about jewelry and gemstones, but I don't know if we're that passionate.
Perhaps a little more couth.
Yeah.
But
if you don't know what we're talking about, Google it. You'll figure it out.
yeah, if you can make it through the whole thing, more power to you.
It was brilliant. There was nothing wrong with it at all. All right, let's move on to the next piece here, Aulia. What we've got here, guys, is a Bankacha sapphire. This is the first time I think I've seen one of these coming through the atelier. I'll be honest with you. This is the first time I've seen one of these coming through the atelier. And look at the clarity on it. To get a 3-carat 88 octagon cut, again from Cat Florence, in amount, look, that looks like over 2 carats of diamonds there. You've got a carat 31 in the D flawless. But look at it.
Yeah, that
absolutely
looks like far
gorgeous.
more than a carat 31.
I mean, the whole piece in general is absolutely unbelievable. You're right.
And you're right. We do not see Thai sapphires very frequently.
No, definitely not, because it's hard to get clean, hard to get in this kind of size. Like I always say this, Don is the king when it comes to corundum.
Yes.
There's nobody that can bring you the rubies, the sapphires that Don can bring to you. Nobody at all. It's just not even close. And when he brings, Don, like I said, sapphire and ruby especially, he goes through kilos and tons and tons and tons of rough. And the fact that he's cherry-picked that, irreplaceable at the price. Irreplaceable at the price. Irreplaceable at double the price, triple the price, because you can't get it at that quality. It really is crazy. Guys, welcome in. If you're just tuning in, I know a lot of you are tuning in and out throughout the show. So welcome in if you've just come with us. Not out, sorry, in. Not out. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck here.
Don't tune out. Subscribe.
No tuning out.
Don't tune out.
You can't change the channel because you're on a website. So you stay right here with us. All right? I know a lot of you are just tuning in. I want to show you, we've got a wonderful collection here for you today of about 20 pieces. If you go to Cat Florence Atelier's website, and you can see it here.
Who's that handsome guy on the left?
Look at this. These are the pieces. You see this Cat Florence Total Access? Take a look. Cat Florence Total Access. And these are all the pieces that I'm showing you right now. These are all one price. And we have unheated Ceylon sapphires. We have a lot of different gems on there. You have to understand. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful.
Yeah,
and you can check it. Look, see, every single piece has the KF number. Every single piece has a carat weight there as well on it.
And every single piece is coming up in this show. So scroll through them, pick out the ones you like, text in, email in for the price, and be blown away.
Yeah. No, it is crazy. Guys,
how do you even explain it?
I just showed you the collection. We're being bad boys tonight, Galen.
Speak for yourself.
We're being bad boys tonight, my friend. What's that? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? That's tonight,
Can we
baby.
cue up
Bad
our theme
boys.
song?
That could be our intro. Oh, bad boys. And why are we being bad boys? Let me. Olia saying, yeah. I've got enough to do. I've got enough to do over here. I don't need soundtracks. Olia doing a fantastic job, guys. Let me explain to you exactly what it is that we're doing tonight. We're being bad boys for a reason. All right,
yes,
because
we're
doing
reason.
A good reason. We're being bad for a good reason.
Bad for a good reason.
Everything that you see in this show here today has one price. Okay? That's it. One price, and you just call in and find out what that price is. Here you've got 2 carat. There are pieces in here, 2 carat unheated Ceylon sapphires. Okay? There are 3 to 5 carat unheated Paribas tourmalines. Okay? In this collection. You are going to see some of the finest gems in the world in this collection. And the only reason we're able to do this is because of Don, our gem hunter in the Don's Club. Okay? And Don going through tons and tons of rough over these decades and decades that he collects and cherry picking out the one. And he doesn't price allocate to himself. Okay? He's just like, this is the raw cost of the rough, tons of rough. So this is what it cost me. He then sells everything else out to the dealers around the world, and they price allocate. This is worth 1,000 a carat, 5,000, 10,000, and they do their thing, and that's fine. But Don doesn't do that. Don collects, and he collects for the Don's Club member, and he gives it to Count Florence, and they put it into the finest jewelry in the world. And then we're able to offer it to you here through the Don's Club in Count Florence. And that's the only reason we're able to do what we're doing here tonight, Galen.
Yeah, really well said, Ronnie.
That's it.
The opportunity is not available anywhere else.
No, it's impossible. All these pieces go to Cat's retailers, and they're selling. I've seen them sell it. Well, I've seen the retail. I know what they're going to sell for. They're going to sell it $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on these pieces. Okay, these are what they are going to sell for at Count Florence's retails, because that's the price in the real world. Please understand that.
Please understand that you're not in the real world.
Not. This is the Matrix, or not. I don't know what we're in.
I don't know where we are, but
we're in the Don's Club Matrix over here, and you guys are taking advantage of it. The Neo stuff, you know.
Any Matrix with Don in it sounds a bit intimidating.
I don't know, the Matrix. I have no idea
I
what
think
that is.
understand it.
Did you get it?
Can you sketch it out for us?
All right, Mr. Smith, relax. Let's move on. So you know what it is, guys. And all you have to do, if you email contact@Cat Florence, or you text us on that number below and ask what the one price is, Michael, Janie, our team around the world, they'll let you know.
Standing by.
They're standing by to let you know the price of the piece. If you want to shout sold on it, and you can check the Atelier website of those pieces. If you want to shout sold on it, let them know. I won't know. Maybe they'll let me know, who knows, but I won't know. But you guys jump in, reserve your piece, and that's it, because you can never replace them, and it's impossible.
Absolutely.
All
and
right?
just be sure that you're sitting down when they give you the price, because it is shocking.
Crazy. Crazy. Let's move on to the next piece, please, Aulia.
I love this piece. This is unbelievable.
Anybody that knows me, Galen, knows that my favorite cut by far is that octagon cut, a radiant octagon cut. I love it. Yeah, in America you call it scissor cut.
Okay, I had to mouth that to Ronnie because I wasn't sure. But
Galen's like this. You mean scissor cut? I'm like, no, I mean radiant octagon cut.
Scissor cut?
You mean scissor? I mean, no, radiant octagon, American. All right, it's a radiant octagon cut is what it is.
But it's also one of my favorites. Just look at it.
No, look, it has fire, it has luster, it has pop, and you've got that green in that sphere there. And of course, that rainbow of colors. It is a stunning piece. So again, you've got over 2 carats of flawless diamonds in that as well. Let me tell you, the mount alone in this piece is over $10,000. Just for the mount, $10,000, $11,000 only for the mount. You've got 2 carats of flawless diamonds. To replace the flawless diamonds alone in today's market is over $9,000. It's $11,000 just for the mount.
Design, labor.
Everything. It's an $11,000 mount. You call in and find out how much that piece is not called. Email, call, text, whatever you want to do.
However you can.
This is the 21st century, I think, right? And we're in the Matrix here at the Don's Club Matrix. And
that scares me. I don't like the sound of it.
I don't like it. It's petrifying, isn't it? I've just got this weird bad dream of Don being Morpheus and just chasing me around constantly, telling me I'm the one.
I pictured the exact same thing.
I'm having nightmares tonight. Anybody got any advice to get to bed? Let me know. Text in. Can you see Don with his glasses on, chasing me around? Let yourself go, Ronnie. Come to the Matrix.
You're the chosen one.
The blue stone or the red stone? Take your pick. If you haven't watched the Matrix, that isn't funny. But to me, I thought it was quite funny.
That was pretty good. I was looking for some sort of analogy to go with, and you nailed it. Yeah. So congratulations.
I just can't get Don as Morpheus out of my head. That's Don's next. No. Yeah, next.
His next incarnation.
Guys, the next piece is one of those pieces again. We're going to bring in talking of our wonderful gem hunter, Don
Speaking
Kogan.
of Don.
Talking of our wonderful gem hunter, Don Kogan. He's not Morpheus. He's Don Kogan, our gem hunter here.
He is.
I want to leave his voice in for this next piece. Very, very special piece. You have to understand. This is serious. If you're watching right now, you're a serious collector and you already know the price. There's tons of people that have come in asking. I can see them all here asking Michael what the price is, asking Janie what the price is. If you're a serious collector right now, you know the price already, and you see this on your screen. You know what to do. Ole, let's see what Don has to say about this piece.
You are looking at an extremely rare, crystallized, 100% natural unheated Pariba tourmaline. This particular color, you can see the blue within the crystal structure. That is the blue screaming, "Let me out! Let me out!" What happens is when you take this stone and you heat it at 600 degrees, it oxidizes out the pinks. It oxidizes out all the other colors, leaving only the blue. So this stone will be a neon blue Pariba after exposing it to heat. The problem is this color is 1 in a million Paribas. So I decided to collect it and keep it in the natural form, because once you heat this stone, there is no going back. And I know that rarity always prevails, and this stone is extremely rare. Look, 99.9% of all Paribas in the world, even if they have this color, they always tend to have a gray overtone. They always tend to have like more inclusions. They're never this crystallized. So we heat them to bring out the blue aspects that everybody loves. But when you have an amazing color, that neon, magenta color within the crystal structure, and it's El Natural, that is record breaking. You can heat it later. It sells for over 5 digits a carat. But hold it in its natural form, it could become priceless, because there are very few in the world of this quality and color out there. You are looking at a 5.34 carat unheated natural Pariba that will blow your mind. So if you're a collector of the rarest Paribas in the world, this comes out of my personal collection. There is no getting more of these, because Pariba prices have soared so aggressively that they just heat them and sell them for 10, 15,000 a carat. It's easier. That's why you don't see any rough. That's why you see very few of these around now. I've collected these over the last 20 odd years. This is what I do. This is my passion. This is my love. And if you want the rarest, most coveted Paribas that Mother Nature has ever produced in the natural form before exposure to heat, this is what they look like.
That's a ridiculous. I love the fuchsias in that.
Yeah, no, for sure. You caught me on my phone there. I'm texting. All the texts are coming through. I was reading. I'm replying to people as we go. Guys, lots and lots of comments coming through. It's absolutely amazing, this show today. And that piece that you just saw, Galen, mind-blowing. You don't see that.
No.
The color in that piece is absolutely insane. Where do you see that? Nowhere. Unheated Pariba of that color. Just beautiful. I was kind of... we were both sat there watching the screen like...
Wow. Well, I was watching the screen. He was watching his phone, but,
I was. I'm constantly on it. I am absolutely constantly on it. All right. Moving on. We've got a few more pieces to show you, of course. We've got around 20 pieces. I think we're on piece 8, so we don't have much time. We've got about 30 minutes left of the show. So let's move on to the next piece.
Another very unique piece here. Yellow tourmaline, Ronnie.
No, it's, again, Galen, you've been here at the Atelier for a long time now. How many of these have you seen?
I mean, you look for indicolite Pariba and basically yellow, right? I mean,
But yellow's very, very, very rare to get this kind of yellow color in a tourmaline, and that kind of clarity and that kind of size. Extreme. Look at the cut on it.
Unbelievable.
We haven't mentioned this tonight enough, but the cutting from Cat, you referred to it as, what did you say the other day?
The cat spa.
The cat spa. That was what you
Florence
said. You
spa.
said the bottom, something about the bottom of the stone.
All right, yeah.
Galen was getting a bit ahead of himself the other night. I think he was. But no, the Cat Florence spa is a real thing. And you're looking at a gem here of 5 carats. This was cut down from over 10 carats. You know what I mean? This would have been over 10 carats and cut down to a 5-carat precision cut that is absolutely amazing.
Don's loss is your gain. And it happens more often than he probably would wish.
Too much. That's the problem. I would say that's probably Don's biggest headache when it comes to Cat Florence, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Here's my gems. Look, take a look at my gems. These are my gems. These are my gems. These are my gems. And then all of a sudden she comes in and she says... That's great, Dom, but I want to take half of it away. Imagine if somebody said that to you, Galen. I want to take away half
your gems
I
away.
want to take half of your gems. What would you say? What would you say, Galen?
Run the other direction. I don't have an answer.
You would run with your gems intact. Is what you would do. You would grab your gems. You would grab your gems and you would run.
That's right.
Don't lie to me. I know. I know.
Ronnie knows me better than most, to be fair. So.
The emails are flooding in, guys. If you've got any questions as well for us here today, if you have any questions at all, let us know. We're always here and happy to answer any questions, gem-related, personal, whatever you want.
To some extent.
No,
personal.
we're an open book.
Okay.
Here.
All right. Ronnie wants your questions, guys.
I'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Don't worry about him. About him. I'll tell you about him. I'll tell you about Galen. I'll tell you about Michael. I'll tell you about Don. I deserve a little bit of privacy.
Discretion.
Privacy for me. All right, moving on to the next gem. Wow.
Yeah, this is another one that just, speaks for itself.
No, look, again, cutting from Cat Florence. This Cambodian blue zircon comes out of the Ratnakiri region of Cambodia. It is cut to perfection. You don't see, normally, again, going back, as you referred to it as the big bottom, or whatever it was.
The coconut bottom?
The coconut bottom. Okay, normally zircons, very much like tanzanites, have to have that big, deep coconut bottom. The round one. I don't know why you brought me in while I was.
Yeah, I don't remember the gestures, Ronnie.
I wasn't expecting to be on camera there for a second, so I do apologize. But it's the round coconut bottom, and that's to hold that color. So when you cut away the round bottom and you zoom, and you go to the cat spar, you lose the color. Yeah, and it gets lighter in color. Not with Cat Florence, not with Cat's cutters, and not today. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Big gem for Ratnakiri as well. Over 7 carat in a precision cut pear shape. Stunning.
Yeah, these are like unicorns these days.
Yeah,
you just don't find this material anymore.
And the prices just gone up,
skyrocketing,
and up. And that's the beauty, Galen. I don't know why I keep slapping you, but that's the beauty. That is beauty, Galen. You contact at Cat Florence right now or text in.
I can't point to
and
it.
Find out the one price on this piece. And there is no increases in prices here. This is like Don 20 years ago, crossing the border from Thailand into Cambodia as he does.
How does he do it, Ronnie?
Just like that, mate. That's how he does. That's how he crosses the border. And not anybody else just walks. Don crosses the border for his gems. And he comes back. Anyway, guys, he manages. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm going to go to Kid Rock's Honky Tonk after this and have a good old time.
I think, Ronnie, that's the second time you've mentioned it. I think you're looking for a sponsorship.
If you're out there, Kid Rock. No. We'll take whatever we can get
Whatever
these days.
we can get,
to be honest with you, you would be sponsored by Kid Rock's Big Old Honky Tonk. I don't think it's called Big Old Honky Tonk. I think it's something else.
Something.
But
something we can't say on air.
Definitely. But yeah, sponsorships are welcome. No, that piece, Don goes across to Cambodia 10, 20 years ago, brings it back at that price, doesn't allocate a price to it, and just holds it, and then gives it the price that what he bought it 10, 15, 20 years ago is. That's how we're able to do that. And with Cat's jewelry and cutting, absolutely amazing. And we don't say it enough. We don't say enough the art and the work that goes in to Cat's jewelry and how much effort she puts into each and every design, because she truly is an artist.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest compliments you get, Galen, from the atelier? You speak to a lot of the customers. A big thank you to Galen. We have a lot of fun here. And I make fun of him quite a lot because I'm here for an hour and there's nothing else to do. So I just like to make fun of him. But he does a fantastic job, and he speaks to a lot of you guys at home. So we appreciate Galen very, very much. And what is the biggest compliment that you would say you get from the atelier customers coming in?
Yeah, obviously craftsmanship is huge. You hear that from just about everyone. And I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but we've all heard it. Once you go Cat, you never go back.
Yeah.
And that is probably the most consistent review that we hear at the atelier, that we hear from distributors and retailers, is, people come back in and they say, my old jewelry it just doesn't do it anymore. Because Cat Florence, the quality, the feel, the wearability, the engineering, second to none.
Yeah, no, it really, really is.
And so yeah, we love hearing from you guys, but a lot of people say the same thing, and it's just that Cat Florence is the creme de la creme. Yeah,
no, for sure. I'm just going through all the questions here. Somebody just asked me, what is the hardness of Paraiba?
Great question.
Great question. You want to know if you can wear it every day. It's a 7.5 on the Moss scale, so it's very easily worn. I think Tanzanite's a 6.5, 7, and most people wear that every single day. Yeah, 7, 7.5 can be worn, no problem at all. So you have nothing to worry about there. Keep your questions coming in. We love your questions, and I'm going through each and every single one of them right now. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. As long as you're not out swinging for the fences. Sorry about that. As long as you're not out there playing, I don't know what that was. I've never played baseball in my life. You could tell, can you?
That was like a cricket swing.
That was it. That's how we do it in England. I don't know what that was. Did you ever play baseball? No, you played Quidditch.
Lacrosse, yeah.
Lacrosse. Quidditch, same thing.
Quidditch, okay. Back to the Harry Potter thing, I guess.
Moving on. We have to move on to the next piece. Come on. We've got to go. We've got pieces to show. All right, let's show the next piece. Look at that, Caleb.
Wow.
Isn't that a beautiful piece? What you have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a Komolo Savarite. Beautiful color.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful cutting, beautiful color on the Savarite. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It's almost a 5 carat there. That's what I'm saying to you. If you know the one price out there, and I know a lot of you are out there asking, and you're asking the one price, these are not small gems. You know what I mean? These are not half a carat, 1 carat. We've seen 2 carat unheated Ceylon sapphires. We've seen 2 to 5 carat Paraiba tourmalines unheated. We're seeing nearly 5 carat Savarites. That's unheard of. Savarite, you're lucky if you see half a carat.
Yeah.
You know, when you break the carat mark in a Savarite, big deal.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Smithsonian in New York has like a 2 carat on display.
Yeah. That's
the only one in the building.
Yeah, for sure. Big size Savarites.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
No, for sure. It's absolutely difficult, really difficult to get big stones. And again, old school material from Don. The price is just forget about it. You can't replace it for 5 times the price, 10 times. It doesn't matter. Well, the price that Don has given you today is unbelievable. And thank you. I don't know if we're allowed to show all these pieces at that price. He kind of gave me a couple, a couple of the ones that squeezed on in there, a couple of the ones that, but we're going to take advantage of it. We're bad boys, Galen, tonight. I told you.
We'll just rewrite the code for his matrix. He'll forget about it.
I'm flying to London after this show, so to be honest, I won't really be here to take the blame. To be honest.
I got sold out again, guys.
I won't really be here to take the blame, so you're going to take the blame on that one. Just make sure you get your peanut butter sandwich in you that morning.
Yeah, I'll need the energy.
You'll need the energy because that's going to be a bad day for you.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bad day for you. The questions are flooding in, Galen. We'll get to you all, I promise you, after the show.
Absolutely, we will,
we don't
guys.
get to
Please
you before.
keep it up.
Let's move on to the next piece. We have such a collection here today. That's what I'm saying to you, the variety as well. This is a yellow zircon. How often do you see yellow zircon? I mean, look at the colors coming out of that. You're seeing you're seeing yellows, you're seeing fire, you're seeing dispersion, you're seeing luster. That oval, that cut on that fancy cut is absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. Cat's cutters work their magic on that piece.
Yeah, that is a really special stone, Ronnie.
It's beautiful. Not just, that you don't see that very often at all. You don't see yellow zircons very often at all. Natural, beautiful, cut to perfection. You've got a carat 33 of D flawless diamonds. That is a showstopper. If you're out there, if you like the exotics, what are you laughing at? It's an exotic. If you like the exotics. If you like the exotics out there, ladies and gentlemen, this might be one for you. You don't see these very often. You can't walk into a jewelry store and say, show me your yellow zircon. Where's your yellow zircons?
No.
Most people don't even know they exist because these are the natural, these are the beautiful pieces that Don cherry picks when he buys the tons and tons of rough, and he's like, ooh, that's good.
Yeah. I would say that's true for probably most of the pieces on this list. You
can
couldn't
check this
walk
list.
into a store and ask for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's no comparison. Cat Florence jewelry and Don Kogan's gemstones are a different world. It really is. And like you said, one of the biggest compliments I always hear and see, and when I read the emails and look over them, is that once you buy Cat Florence, you don't buy another jeweler. I've had people complain to me and say, Ronnie, I spent 20 years building a collection. Now I won't wear it. Because it just doesn't feel like Cat Florence. It's not like when you put a piece of Cat Florence. So I have a Cat Florence ring, And when I put it on, it just feels like an extension of you. It's not like you're putting on something and you can feel like I don't like having things on me.
Mm-hmm.
With Cat Florence has changed my mind with that.
It's part of your body.
Yeah, it just
really
it
is.
flows. It's nice. It's beautiful. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? And so that's one of the biggest compliments we get.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, we're now moving on to the next piece. Remember, you can check every single one of these pieces on the Atelier website. We're right bang in the middle right now of an Atelier launch this week.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes, we are.
we've launched several shows this week so far.
It's been a week.
It's been crazy. Thank you guys for participating and for coming in. We've both been speaking to you all week, so it's been fun.
It has.
It's been crazy.
It's been an absolute blast, guys.
And, you know, Don and Kat, they do some crazy, crazy things. And, well, not Kat so much. Kat makes wonderful jewelry. Don does crazy
Kat's
things.
a little more grounded. Let's give
Don
her credit
does some
where
crazy
it's due.
things, but you guys always take advantage of it. So check the Atelier website. You'll see all these pieces that are part of the one price point, and you'll be able to reserve them if they're for you. So let's move on to the next piece.
What you are looking at here is an extremely rare sphere coming out of my personal collection. These stones come out of the Kola Peninsula in the most western part of Russia. This particular material has a very rare trace element called cerium within the crystal structure. It's what gives it its superpowers. You see sphenes that come out of different countries like Brazil, sphenes that come out of different countries in Africa, sphenes that come out of different locales, but nothing competes with the super sphere out of the Kola Peninsula. This material is extremely rare. Less than 5 to 10 stones discovered every year. It is very, very uncommon. Current stones are now trading up to 4,000 to 5,000 a carat. It has the finest green, but because of that rare trace element of cerium within the crystal structure, it elevates it to like a superhero power. So not only you got the color, but you got the ability to disperse light. So you got titanium mixed together with cerium, allowing that superhero power and that explosion of life. One of the finest colors you'll ever find in sphere. These come out of my personal collection, so they are clean and green and the top quality sphere. I'm very close to sphere. I'm one of the biggest collectors in the world. I discovered sphere in Madagascar, brought it to the market. I went to Capalinha in Brazil and brought back sphere from that particular area. So I'm very well known in this particular gem type, but this is the titanite of all, titanium-bearing crystallized sphere with the presence of cerium in the crystal structure. You are looking at a 4-carat perfectly cut Cat Florence stone. It is amazing. You got 1.5 carat of D flawless diamonds. The mount alone setting you back $9,350 just for the mount. How much do you value the sphere is the question. This is not a deal. It is a steal. If you're a Don's Club member, you win big time.
I just love sphere.
What a showstopper that was.
Golly.
What a showstopper that was. You can't go wrong with that. There's a
No.
absolute kaleidoscope of colors and fire and cutting in that gem.
That's a good word.
Yeah, kaleidoscope, yeah.
Kaleidoscope,
Not just a
I
pretty face, mate. What are you talking about? It's hot in here.
It is. It is.
Guys, absolutely amazing show so far. If you like that piece and you enjoyed our wonderful Gem Hunters, explanation of the piece, all you have to do is text into the number on the screen. Or if you do text into the number on the screen, make sure you subscribe to the text messaging service. You have to reply yes to that service in order to get through to our concierge. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to see the full collection, you can come on over to the Atelier website. There's a link in the bio on the YouTube video, and you can come and see the full collection there on the website. And you'll see the full collection in the One Price event here this evening.
Yes.
As well as everything that we've released so far in the mayhem that's been the Atelier show this week.
Mayhem, yes.
The mayhem.
And if you're on YouTube and you want to see more of Ronnie and I do whatever we're doing here, hit the subscribe button.
Don't forget that. Do not forget to hit the subscribe
important.
button. The next gemstone that we're about to show you is a gemstone that I absolutely love. And the value here, the fact that we have some of this, I mean, none of the pieces that are in this collection should be here, Galen.
Absolutely not.
To be perfectly honest with you, none of these pieces should be in the collection, so certainly at the one price that we went to. But these two Zoltanite pieces, for me, I'm a lover of Zoltanite. It's one of the rarest gemstones in the world. They haven't mined a single piece of Zoltanite, Galen, in 5 years because they lost the vein. It's one of the rarest gems. They can't mine anymore. We don't see a lot of it coming out anywhere in the world because they can't mine it and they can't get it. And the price per carat is just going up and up and up. I mean, this first piece is an 8.92 carat ring. I mean, can we bring the slide up for Zoltanite when you get a second? No rush. And you'll actually see on the Zoltanite.com website, this is not us. I mean, the next piece that I'm about to show you is nearly a 9 carat, 8.92 carat. So this is the Zoltanite website. 8 to 9 carats there is at $4,800 per carat. Okay? That's on the Zoltanite. You go to Zoltanite.com, you'll see it. That's per carat. If I can tell you the price of the whole piece right now.
If.
Big if. I don't know why I'm talking to you like this, but if I could tell you the price on the piece right now, you wouldn't even want to see. 9 carats almost coming up. And we're going to show you the piece. Let's take a look. Guys.
Wow.
Precision, oval, cut, nearly 9 carats of Zoltanite set with D-flawless diamonds and gold. One of the rarest gems in the world. That is a massive, massive Zoltanite. And you have to understand.
Unbelievable.
Most, Zoltanite over 10 carats, there are less than 100 in existence, my friend. And we're looking at almost 9 carats there. It's a color-changing gemstone. You're going to see kiwi greens, canary yellows, raspberries, cognacs. You're going to see a lot of different colors out of this gem. In candlelight, it looks good. It looks good depending. It changes depending on what you're wearing, where you are in the world. Do me a favor. Put me in a box. Put me in. Nobody puts Ronnie in the box. Yeah, they do. There we are right now. I'm in a box. If you find out the price on this piece and you know what you're looking at and you know the rarity and the collectability and all of those good things about Zoltanite, and you find out the price of then you're going to say sold. I mean, you're going to say sold. You know
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I was just beeping the price out.
No, with all seriousness, Ronnie, I had a customer probably 2 months ago now. She came in. She didn't have Zoltanite in her collection, and I always encourage people who don't to add it to their collection. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, of course.
And she called me back about a week later after she got the piece. She said, Galen, I'm just not sure about it. And I said, give it a month, give it a week, go wear it around town, have dinner, have lunch, do this, do that. She called me back 3 days later. She said, Galen, you were right. This piece is unbelievable. I've seen more colors in one stone than I think I have in my whole collection.
Yeah.
And it's one of her favorite pieces now.
Yeah.
And to your point, you wear it in all these different environments, these different parts with different outfits, and it'll just surprise you day in and day out.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's amazing, and congratulations to whoever gets that.
Well, she knows who she is.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's great. And that's what I love. And that's what I love about this show, Galen, is that you talk to so many of our customers, and Michael and Jane and myself around the world. You talk to them directly. So to hear that coming from you is great for the customers and people that may not have heard who Cat Florence is or who Galen and Ronnie is. Don is for that. We know we have new people tuning in all the time. So to hear that customer satisfaction. I mean, you look at the reviews on Google of Cat Florence and they're through the roof.
Of course.
Of people just saying how wonderful the piece is, how amazing it fits, how beautiful it is, how they can never buy anything else. And it's right. I mean, our customer satisfaction and the beautiful messages that we get about Kat and her wonderful team are just constant.
Yeah, Kat makes it really easy on us, to be fair. So.
Yeah, no, she does indeed. A big thank you to her. If she's watching, I don't think she'd be watching right now, but if she was,
probably not.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Really, really, we do. You make some of the most wonderful jewelry in the world. In my opinion, the best jewelry in the world. If you own a piece of Cat Florence, you own something you'll never replace. The best of the best. Let's look at the next pair of Zoltanite earrings I believe we have coming up. Yeah, we have a pair of Zoltanite earrings. I said this before, and I always say it. When it comes to Kat, she'll only use the finest gems. She'll cut them down, losing 50% or more in the case of Zoltanite. So there's only one thing to find harder than a gem like that, and that's 2 of them that are perfectly matched to perfection. And that's what you're looking at here, 2 perfectly matched Zoltanites that are just stunning.
Unbelievable.
The
cutting, like you said, Ronnie, just...
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's good, and this is good for everyday wear as well. You know what I mean? Everyday wear. You can dress this up, you can dress it down, white t-shirt and jeans with these Zoltanite earrings, little black dress at the gala. It doesn't matter.
I thought you were talking about you in a white T-shirt and jeans. And I was having a hard time
with
with
my
that.
Zoltanite say that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'm not saying it couldn't happen.
Why not?
I've seen Ronnie do.
Oh,
never mind.
Keep that to yourself. We keep that for Kid Rocks. Don't forget the sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
All right, moving on to the next piece, guys. We've got a handful of pieces here to show you, and we are coming to the end of the show. So if you do have any questions or if there's anything that you want to hear, all you have to do is let us know before we go. Anything that you want to, any questions that you have, anything that you need to know from us. We will be here for a little bit longer. Just text in or email at contact@. Look at this.
Absolutely, guys. This was the one I think that we showcased on the website earlier, and I love this piece. I've actually seen this piece in person, and the fire, Ronnie, the pop coming out of this stone is just unbelievable. You work your way around the mount. You've got those huge. Are those marquees?
Beautiful piece.
Unbelievable.
Really? Stunning. Look at the work. Look at the design. We haven't spoken enough about the design here today either.
Yeah, the craftsmanship, obviously, Cat Florence, second to none. And the deflawless diamonds on that piece are just out of this world.
Yeah, no. Beautiful. Look at it on the hand as well. Look at the color that comes out of that.
Yeah, big stone facing up, probably.
Beautiful piece. Beautiful
Golly.
piece. What do we have coming up next? Galen, what are you doing for the rest of the evening? Answering all these emails probably.
That's right. Yeah, I got to get back to some of these text messages, some of these emails. I'm sure I have a few missed calls if I go look at my phone. So,
definitely.
Yeah, work to do. But
definitely.
What about you? Besides
Kid Rock? Nothing. Let's move on to the next piece, guys. We're going to get through them. We're moving on. I know sometimes I'm moving a little bit quickly, but we've got a lot to show you here today. This piece is stunning. It wasn't in my lineup, but we'll go with it. This Groschuller garnet is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the round cutting on that. 100% natural, cut to perfection.
Wow.
Isn't it? That is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece.
Yeah, I love garnet, Ronnie. I may have never told you this. It's one of my favorite gemstones, and it's another one of those stones or materials, I should say, that we get to see a lot of here, and we kind of take for granted, but it's not very common out there, in the marketplace.
We don't get to see Groschuller garnet that looks like that.
No,
Android garnet that looks like that.
Absolutely not.
That looks like that, Galen. I mean, come on, look at the cutting on it. Look at the fire, the luster, the pop.
Unbelievable.
No, forget about it. You can't replace this for love nor money. It's not even a thing. Forget it. It doesn't matter. You find out the price on that, all you do is shout sold. It's not
email, text. I mean, guys, you're going to be knocked off your feet.
That's one that I like these kind of rarities, these exotics. They're the kind of things that I like to put together and put into my collection. So,
yeah.
I like those kind of stones. We've had a wonderful collection so far. Moving on to the next piece, please, Ollie, when you get set. Yeah, it's been a wonderful show. Guys, thank you so much for your questions as well. Thank you for all the requests. We will get through to them. If we haven't got through to you yet, please, please, please bear with us.
Wow.
All right. Right now, we have this Cambodian blue zircon that is just breathtaking. This trilliant cut on the zircon. I love the zircon. It's one of my favorite stones. I'm a huge, huge fan. I really am.
Yeah, and speaking of Cat Florence cutting earlier, I mean, does it get much better than that?
No.
That is completely out of control.
No, it really, really doesn't. It doesn't get much better than that anywhere in the world. The fire, the luster, the cutting, the depth of color, again, is key on this piece. 5 carat 49. Unbelievable. That's the incorrect graphic on that. But don't worry about it. You call in and let us know. Guys, it's been a wonderful show.
It has been. Another one.
It's been a wonderful show. Before I leave you, I want you to go ahead. If we can take a look at the website really quick, or when you get a second, if we can bring that up, you can see the full collection and you can watch this show again. Okay, you can see the full collection. See this Cat Florence Total Access. All of these pieces that I'm showing you right now are part of the one price show this evening.
Wow.
All right? They're all part. You call in, that's it, down to there. That is, I mean, you can carry on. You can carry on scrolling. You'll see the full collection, but everything I've just shown you at the top there, that's all part of the Cat Florence Total Access collection here this evening. And then you can go on scrolling through the collection. And if you want to know the prices on any of those pieces as well, all you have to do is let us know. And of course, we will email you back. You can text us, you can email us, and we'll let you know the prices of those pieces too. It hasn't finished yet. This show, the Atelier show, is still going. You've got a few more days remaining in the Cat Florence Atelier show. So if you haven't messaged us, if you haven't asked us about the piece, time is ticking.
Yeah.
And once these pieces do leave the Atelier, this is the first place. You know, we are able to show them first at the Cat Florence Atelier, and we're able to give you that first opportunity. But as soon as the piece leaves and it goes to Cat Florence's distributors, it's gone. Gone. And that's where it sells at full retail price, and we don't get it back.
No.
So if you do want to know the price on anything, whether it's in the show this evening or in the collection throughout the week, all you have to do is email us at contact@Cat Florence or drop us a text there, and we'll let you know the prices. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure again. It's been a pleasure to be with you, Galen. I appreciate it. Olia, thank you.
Absolutely.
We're going to be here for a few hours after the show. So if you do have any further questions, and we're going to get through your emails and your questions and your texts and all that good stuff. If you do need anything from myself and Galen, we will be around for the next couple of hours. Michael's with us and Jane too. So most importantly, thank you guys at home. Without you, none of this is possible. So a big thank you and good night. Stay safe.
Thank you, guys.